Hello everyone, William here. Today I have two packages to open up on the channel. First one I have is a card I got from Vinted. It's the first time I've ever bought a card from Vinted. I've heard of Vinted for Pokemon cards and other cards about 2 years ago, but from what I could tell, it was mainly a lot of very common cards. I checked it when the site first came live and I never really saw anything interesting, so I never really went to the site again. But recently I decided I was looking for some more foreign language cards, non-English and Japanese, and I saw a few on there, so I decided I'll make an account and buy a couple. What's interesting is you see here on the package it says every lockers. For some reason for the cards that I purchased, it's actually cheaper to mail your packages in every locker rather than to your home address, which I found kind of unusual. Thankfully, the every lockers, they're quite common in the UK, at least where I live, so it's not too difficult to go to one. And the price difference was, I think it was about 50 to 75p, or half a pound. Yeah, 50 pence, 75 pence thereabout, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I think over time, if I was to buy maybe, let's say, 10 cards on Vinted, that's going to add up. So I'd rather just ship it to a locker and I'll get it later. Alright, and the first card is Serena, full art from, this is an Asian language, so this would be Incandescent Arcana. One thing with Korean cards, their texture is closer to the English texture, which is why it would be similar to, I don't have an English copy right close hand, but it would be similar to the English variation. Korean cards are not that hard to find, especially for the Sword and Shield era, but I find it convenient just to buy Korean cards locally if I can. I find it getting a bit easier now that since prices on everything are so high, a lot more people are opening Korean cards, so I don't have to. It's been a while since I've ordered any cards directly from Korea. And here, this one's an international package I got. Some international cards. If you could know the language, that's Portuguese, and PT, that's Portugal. Now this seller, basically a card came up on my card market watch list and I bought it like within 5 minutes, but I didn't check the seller's feedback or their rating, and apparently they aren't poor. I'm not sure what's the lowest. I think the lowest card market rating is poor, but they were whatever the level is above that. And I kind of got a bit hesitant, but at the same time, finding Portuguese cards are so hard to come by in the UK that I decided, you know what, I'll just take the risk and hopefully it's the right card, because I've seen this card in Portuguese, if it's in here, in Portuguese on some others on eBay, but they're charging over close to £100, which to me that's quite unreasonable. Although I paid quite a bit in shipping. Since the seller had low feedback, I decided to go for track shipping. So what I paid in shipping is close to what the card was worth, but I figured, you know what, I'll just pay the extra shipping for tracking and hopefully they'll bring it. This is the second time I've seen a magic. I'm not sure if this is a booster pack. Someone in the comments could tell me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. I find it weird how much Magic has crossovers these days. I'm not in the Magic community, but I know there are some. I've heard secondhand of some commenters that aren't a fan of all of the Magic crossovers, but I think they've had crossovers for a few years now, but anyway. At least this is packaged pretty good. And let's see. Alright. A Journey Together, ETV. I think this is sleeve from that. And here we go. It's Serena in Portuguese. Oh, wow, they actually put it in. I think this is a... No, alright. Never mind. I thought it was one of those kind of sleeves that you could seal up. Condition wise, it's... I could see there's like a print line and some damage. Slight nicks and bent. Nicks at the back. But overall, when it comes to Portuguese cards, I'm not really too concerned with the condition, just because they're so difficult to find. With the Portuguese copy and now the Korean copy as well, that puts me at 5 different languages of Serena full art. She has 12 languages in total, since this would have been the Sword and Shield era. I've been taking my time getting all the Serena full arts. I could still get the more easier European languages such as German, Spanish, Italian, but I kind of taking this collection go pretty slow. But overall, I can't complain. I was expecting the worst with that Portuguese seller, but thankfully they delivered. So that's all for this video, and thanks for watching.